Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Riney. I'm one of the curriculum coordinators for our district. Guess where I am? I'm in the Makokata Caves here in Iowa, and you know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for stalactites and stalagmites for us to go ahead and explore our story. And as I'm looking up here in the sky, I can actually kind of see in our cave, we've got some little pieces that are those stalagmites that are kind of dripping from our caves. So I hope you guys are excited. We're going to go on an adventure and read this story together.
Stalactite and stalagmite. The earth settles, the volcanoes burp up rocks, the first clouds form and drip the first raindrops onto the ground. This is just the beginning. A water drop seeping through a cave picks up minerals and leaves them in a tiny pile when the water drips. After many, many drops, a little mineral pile may grow into one or two nubs called stalactites and stalagmites. Hello, nub down there. Hello, nub up there. You are dripping on my head. Does it feel good? Yes, it does. I think we'll get along just fine then. Drip, drip, drip. A thing is moving down there. I am not a thing. I'm a trilobite. How are you moving like that? I have many legs that help me walk. Nobody has ever visited this cave before. Where did you come from? I crawled up from the water. We trilobites have been living on the seafloor for a long time. Are there other things that walk under the water? There are some worms, but they mostly wiggle. Actually, I'm getting a little dry up here. I should probably get back down to the beach. Oh, okay, come back soon. Why do you think the trilobite never came back? Well, it was a very long time ago. Maybe he didn't like us? Don't be silly. We are very charming. Charming and interesting. Charming and interesting and good looking. Don't forget good looking. Yeah, he probably just had a lot of underwater things to do. Drip, drip, drip. Whoops. Sorry, we are very slippery. And wet. It's okay. I am wet and slippery. Are you a stalagmite like me? No, I'm an ichthyostega. You kind of look like a fish. That's nice of you to say, but no, the fish don't like me very much. See, I have these weird legs with bendy knees instead of fins. I think your legs are nice, super short and stout. Yeah, and functional too. I bet the fish are just jealous. Oh, thanks, guys. Remember when we tried to grow legs like that ichthyostega? We were so silly when we were little nubs. Yeah, I wonder what that guy is up to. He's probably extinct. Don't say that, you don't know. Good morning, medium-sized cave nub. Good morning, other medium-sized cave nub. Hello. Don't be afraid. It's just that my voice is very loud because I'm so big. What are you? I'm a triceratops. A what? You know, a dino. Wait, look at those dazzling lights flying across the sky. Drip, drip, drip. Remember those beautiful meteors? You mean the ones that crashed and turned the sky black? Yeah. The meteors that hit right before the clouds started raining acid and melting all the plants? Yeah. The ones that fell before all the dinosaurs disappeared because the plants couldn't grow and they had nothing to eat? Those meteors? Yeah, remember how pretty they were? Drip, drip, drip. Something is licking me. Relax. I'm just thirsty. It's super cold outside and all the water is ice. It feels funny. Are you a lick monster? No, I'm a giant ground sloth. See my long claws and how slow I move? I see. What are all those strings all over your body? Oh, this is fur. Everyone has fur these days. To help keep them warm. Oh, it's licking me now. It tickles. Drip, drip, drip. Remember the giant ground sloth who loved to lick us? The one right next to me? No, it was huge and all hairy. Yeah, that's this one right here. Wow, really? Wow, time flies. Excuse me, could you hang somewhere else? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Up there, I didn't hear you there. What kind of bird are you? I am not a bird, I'm a bat. See how I'm hanging upside down? Wait, are you a bat like me? No. Are you sure? You're upside down and dripping pee while you sleep just like a bat. Where are your wings? I don't have wings. I'm not asleep. And it's just water. It drips down and makes me and my friend grow. Hi. I see. Well, you definitely aren't a bat, then. Goodbye. Drip, drip, drip. If you had arms, what would you draw? I would draw a picture of the whole infinite universe throughout all time. My drawing would be so big and so true that it would be almost scary, but scary in a good way. Everyone who saw it would feel so small, and they would find comfort finally knowing their place in the endless giganticness. You would need very long arms to draw that. Well, it is just an idea. Drip, drip, drip. We're getting closer together. It's nice not to have to yell anymore. Shh, a miner is coming. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Drip, drip, drip. And if you look over there, you'll see a stalagmite and a stalagmite. They have been inching closer and closer together for millions of years, one tiny drip at a time. What happens when they touch? They will merge and become something new. Come down this way and I'll show you the tools and belongings of a miner who got stuck down here. When we meet, we won't be stalactite and stalagmite anymore. Are you afraid? A little. I don't know what we will be when we are us and I'm not me anymore. The water won't splash in my head ever again, but it will still run down us and we will still grow. Maybe becoming the us is where our story really starts. That's a nice thing to think about. Drip, drip, drip. Speleothems are cave structures that are made of minerals and water that form little piles. Most cannot talk. An ichthyogea is kind of like a fish mixed with a frog instead of fins. It has 4 tiny legs and was one of the first animals that could walk on land and swim in water. Trilobites lived mostly underwater on the floor in the ocean back when the earth was covered in much more water. They had many legs and had a tough shell. Some people think roly-poly bugs may be related to them. Dinosaurs were on Earth for a very long time, hundreds of millions of years, but Triceratops were one of the last dinosaurs to exist. They had 3 horns and ate mostly leaves. A giant ground sloth is almost as big as an elephant and could stand 12 feet tall. It had a long tongue for grabbing food off of trees. Our ancient ancestors may have hunted the sloths for food before they went extinct. Bats have been around on this planet for 50 million years, but scientists are still trying to understand how they evolved into the only flying mammal. Bats eat tons of insects and are really helpful to our environment. Human beings are one of the strangest creatures to have existed on Earth. They are the only native species to develop language and culture. Capable of deep thinking and creativity, humans have left a beautiful and sometimes terrible mark on this planet. A column is formed in a cave when a stalactite and a stalagmite grow so close together that they fuse into one structure. And look at this. This is that image maybe that the stalactite and stalagmite wanted to draw. There has never been a book about stalactites and stalagmites that is this good, but also there has never been books about lots of the other things that are this good either. If you're a kid who likes basically anything, this book has it and you'll love it. I don't think there's room in the blurb area to cover enough that I love about this book, but I love everything about this book. And this is from John Klassen, and he's the author of I Want My Hat Back and was a medal winner for This Is Not My Hat. And this picture book begins at the dawn of time and ends in the full unimagined possibilities. It's funny, profound, and has the coolest triceratops I've ever seen. And this is from Mac Barnett, who is an author of Sam and Dave Dig a Hole and Extra Yarn. And of course, this is some information from the Maquoketa Caves State Park, talking about those stalactites, the soda straws, the stalagmites, and then how they form into a column. And you can kind of see some more information here. And then finally, this was my camera and light crew while we were in the cave. Thanks for listening, friends. Have a wonderful day.